Hello there, beautiful dear soul ones. My name is Chata. This is Sacred Union Temple. And this is the third video of a video series, What is Sacred Union? A non-superficial introduction to Sacred Union. And in this third video, we're going to have a look at what we may understand about Sacred Union in a multi-versal level. The bigger picture of Sacred Union. Alright, so we may understand that the multiverse as we know it and its whole existence has come from, was created in one point in space-time. This one point, the point of singularity, when all that we know was unified into one, is where everything as we know it today has been created from. So since that point of singularity, the multiverse has gone through an infinite amount of expansion and contraction. Expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction. An infinite amount of these cycles. So one cycle would be expansion and contraction back into itself. Currently, since the Big Bang, we have gone through another cycle of expansion and contraction. And right now, we are actually in the contraction phase of that cycle. So the universe, everything as we know it, is contracting back into itself, back into oneness, back into a point of singularity. Obviously, this takes a long time. Doesn't just happen in 1 or 2 or 3 lifetimes, right? It's a big multiversal process that is occurring. So we can also say that the multiverse is coming back into sacred union, creating sacred union within itself. Okay? So as the universe is contracting, it is coming into sacred union. Alright, so let's explore this expansion phase. We said we are first, the multiverse first expanded before it contracted. So when we talk about this expansion phase, sorry about the noise. When we talk about this expansion phase, we can also call it sacred separation. Okay? From the point of singularity, everything that we know it, everything started to expand and started thus to go into sacred separation. If you will, that the multiverse was separating into different building blocks of itself, creating a fractal multiverse that we now exist in. Okay? And that took a long period of time. And that is the sacred separation that we're currently in. So during this process of sacred separation, we have been, it's kind of like the ultimate fall from grace, okay? We were all one and connected and in one place of singularity, and then we started to separate. And the dimension we now live in is there's a separation between the sexes, a separation in language. There was, and still is in some places, a lot of separation in skin color. There is separation that we can see as reflected to us in multiple fractals of this multiverse, of our awareness, of our experience. Okay? And as we individually, collectively, and as a multiverse slowly come back into sacred union, come back up, back into oneness, if you will, we are creating sacred union, and we are creating, or we're going through the contraction phase back up home, if you will, back up to oneness, back up to the point of singularity. So each time a fractal part of this multiverse comes into contraction, we can say that this is an act of sacred union. Okay? And this can occur on the individual, collective, and multiversal level. We all experience it differently. Okay, that being understood, this is also the law of as above, so below. The law that we understand that the multiverse is reflective. What exists in one layer is mirrored into every other layer of or fractal part of the multiverse. So we can understand that we are not separate from what is occurring in the cosmos, as the cosmos is coming into contraction, is coming into sacred union. We as a collective of humanity, but also as an individual, are going through the same process of contracting or coming home or coming into sacred union back into ourselves, dissolving more and more so separation. Alright, so this is the end of this video, and thank you for watching. Bye.